Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning. So this is video number 13, juice number 13 for me. My name is Sam, if you're just joining us, and I will introduce this fine lady in a moment. I would like to title this episode, well, we just woke up, and I would like to title this episode, Have Juice Will Travel. Or for Daniela, our YouTube viewer, that would be HJWT. HJWT. You know,
Rolls off the tongue.
It rolls off the tongue, and it's kind of like industry speak, really. So a couple things I'd like to highlight. You might notice you can barely see my face. I'm like Shekinah Glory host as today.
Yeah.
And that's because we're in a hotel with an ocean view, which I would love to share with you, except we're limited by the cord on the Breville juicer that's about this long. So we're stuck in the corner, the worst possible place to film. Here's our agenda today. We're going to talk about juicing on the road, because this is a juicing field trip. We're going to have time with our very first ever special guest here on the show. And then our guest is going to juice for me, and then I'm going to taste it and see what happens.
It's going to be a wild ride.
So, again, we're in a hotel room, and I would show you, except we don't have a cameraman. We just have a laptop that's static. Like I said, our cord is a little short on the Breville, which is a safety feature, actually, so that it doesn't get crazy and harm anybody. And how I transported my Breville juicer, this big, huge, massive machine that you can't really see because of some technical difficulties, I actually transported it in my Breville juice box that my Breville juicer came in. So if you're new to it, I would keep that box because you will be able to use it later if you juice on the road. What's this episode called?
JWT.
HJWT. If you're HJWT. Thank you, Holly.
You're welcome.
Okay, so moving on, I am pleased to announce our first ever guest on the show, Juice On, Holly Worsham.
Is that the official title of the show?
Yeah, we did a LLC and with the whole thing.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show. Okay.
Thank you.
So Holly and I have been friends for about 11 years, and Holly is really shy and quiet and bashful, not really smart, and it's certainly not witty, so this is potentially going to be a real drip. So Holly, welcome.
A juicing drip.
Oh,
That was very funny. I'm sorry.
that's how you want to start it out. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that's okay. Okay. Why do you, Holly?
Yes.
So glad you're here.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here in this hotel room corner.
Why don't you tell us why you thought you would join us on the show today?
Well, I can't say I'm totally interested in juicing, but I'm interested in your life and the things that you're doing, and I don't really know very much about it because I haven't sought the information, but I'd like to avail myself to it. And it seems like a fun thing you're doing.
It does seem like a fun thing, Lady
Sure, I
Sharon.
like fun things.
And this is going to provide a lot of fun.
Good.
So, have you been watching the videos? Do you feel like you've learned anything?
I have. I watched all the videos.
Viewer.
Oh my word, I'm a viewer. I've subscribed to the channel.
She's
Yes.
one of like 5, so she's in our top 5 viewer highlighters. What?
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's basically it.
Okay.
I'm
Do you
interested
think if
in-
I like walked off camera right now, you could juice it on your own? Do you think?
I probably would be racked with nerves about it, which I'll tell you about when I'm going to start juicing because I have a fear every time you begin juicing. But I think I could do it. Yeah.
Okay. So really, this is a great opportunity to show the person who is like yourself, who isn't opposed to juicing but isn't drawn to juicing, as to whether or not they can do it and if it's fun. And now, I think we should tell the viewers that due to some other circumstances, you won't actually be tasting what you're going to be juicing, right?
Yeah, I haven't bought the lie that vegetables and fruit are actually good for you.
Right.
I haven't.
Yeah, you also think it's possible we didn't land on the moon, so
No, that's true.
we did or we didn't.
It's possible that we did not. It's possible that that's a hoax. That's a different video.
Yeah, that's a whole series, actually.
Okay.
All right. So why don't we do this? Before we have Holly juice my drink for today, I do want to do a little viewer comment attention. So I got an email from Megan this morning or sometime.
Megan from Hawaii.
From Hawaii.
Hi, Megan from Hawaii.
That she came home the other day, and yesterday actually, and Bella, her daughter, hi Bella.
Hi Bella.
How are you? Bella was jumping up and down for like 5 minutes saying that I talked to her in the video and she was so excited, and then gave all of the juicing highlights from the video, etc. So this actually is to say, Bella, I am so glad that you love the juicing videos, and Liam, I'm glad that you love them too. So this Have Juice Will Travel episode, or as I like to call it, HJWT episode, is dedicated to you, Bella and Liam. Okay, thanks for following, and hope you drink a lot of juice in your life. And also to the in-laws. Hi, Megan said that you guys are watching now too. Really stoked to have you. All right, so let's get started. I'm doing the mean green, and when I say I mean her.
Guilty as charged.
GAC. All right, or GAC if you.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna do the mean green modified, the MGM.
What?
Oh, that is not free advertising.
That was genius.
Totally genius.
Graduate level.
What I'm gonna do is the mean green recipe. The base recipe is from jointhereboot.com, which is Joe Cross, who made the documentary Fat, Sick, Nearly Dead. And I'm going to modify his recipe, and I'm going to modify my own modification again. So let's get started. We're going to have to yell. Or have you learned that from the videos that there's a lot of yelling involved?
I have. I'm totally okay with yelling.
Which is so natural, and it feels so warm and inviting.
Yeah.
When you yell over this.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll get started. Holly, do you know, should we start on low or high?
We should start on low.
Why is that?
And you should start with the juicer on before you put anything in.
Great student. Okay, I'm not going to touch anything or do anything except remove this. So why don't you go ahead and get started? And I'm going to hand Holly the items that go in, or explain them, or whatever.
Before I begin, I'd like to tell you something. Every video that I've watched, when you start the juicer and then take this out and put the first cucumber in, I always have a moment of suspense of like, oh my gosh, this is the time she's going to cut her hand up. For some reason, after that I'm completely fine. But for some reason, when it goes on, the first thing that goes in, I'm confident that some part of your body is going to be juiced.
I wonder what that would taste like.
Not good. So
maybe fortifying though.
Just want to tell you that now that I'm here in person,
it
I also have that fear.
Okay.
I think it's not based in reality, but
unless you put your hand in the chute and then push it down. Are you going to be doing that?
I don't know. What if I trip while I'm over it or something?
That's a good point.
And then I accidentally. I'm gonna just go ahead.
Okay, let's get
started.
started.
This is awkward. I can see why this is.
Sorry about my Shekinah face at you.
Have you guys ever seen The Ring? Do you remember how the people who are gonna die, their faces are always blurred out? It's like she's on The Ring. It's like she's gonna die. I hope so. So she can be with Jesus. I hope not, because
I'd love to do
that would be a drag for me.
Okay.
I don't know which way.
So low is up. Sorry.
That's okay.
And then you just let it ride. Just let it ride.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So what are you experiencing right now? What are you feeling and thinking and feeling about what you're thinking?
It's like two worlds are colliding because I've watched this from a MacBook screen
for so many years.
And now I'm here.
It's like a dream.
I'm here in person. Make a wish and I made it, and here I am.
Okay, normally the mean green calls for 1 cucumber, and I'm taking a risk in doing 2 today because this one is genuinely about to go bad, and this one's on the road to going bad. So let's start with that.
It's posted the road to recovery.
Right, it's not going to recover. Now, do you know what you're doing? Do you want any guidance?
I'm nervous, but I do know, I think.
Go for it.
Just don't push too hard.
She's paying attention.
That's not good. I don't know why, but
the harder you push, the less yield you get.
Yield, which is what it produces.
Yeah, the juice.
Also, if you don't push fast enough, it sprays all over your arms.
Yeah, and that's...
I just learned that.
I think that's really my fault. I gotta figure that out.
Or I should wear a long sleeve t-shirt like you're wearing.
Oh, I'll tell you about my t-shirt in a minute. Okay, there's a lemon in here, so you might want to...
There's a secret... And you can breathe it in if you don't push it in far enough.
That's parsley that she's putting in there. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of cucumber juice. Oh, dear.
I hope you like cukes.
So what she just put in is parsley and lemon. Yeah, parsley. What's also great is while I'm standing here watching Holly juice a very beautiful juicing.
That's very potent.
Yeah. Potent. It kind of smells like paint thinner.
It's affecting my speech. Like what? Paint thinner?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say
something else.
Not that.
Okay. All right, now the kale. That's kale. Now we have about, we're using one full bunch of kale, but it'll probably take her about 3 or 4 rounds because we're not shoving it in as tightly as before.
I just noticed that I'm curving my eyebrow a lot. Remember that video where she tried to smile the whole time?
Yeah.
Not as easy as it looks.
This is not as easy as it looks, viewers. It's actually the easiest thing I've ever done, but. Now, are you having difficulty pushing it down?
Tiny, tiny bit.
Okay.
Now I am.
And then don't let up on that until it goes all the way down.
I also sort of feel like, and it smells like I'm mowing the lawn.
Oh, that's a good description. And you see how it all kind of flew in there?
Yes.
I don't know how to avoid that yet.
Is that not supposed to happen?
Well, the more the leaves go that way, the less you're getting out of your leaf. So I got to figure out how to.
Oh, this just raises a question for me about juicing. I have a couple questions.
I want to be a little louder, but yeah, I'd love to answer it.
Oh, this raises a question for me about juicing. I thought that the juicer extracted the juice and throws away everything else. Yes?
Ding, ding, ding,
or does it turn the actual vegetable into juice? They're two different things in my mind. In my mind, they're two different things.
I think those are actually the same thing because it extracts from the vegetable the juice, turning it from this solid state into a liquid state. Oh, I totally just acted like I knew what I was talking about. Oh, wait. Let's put these little guys in. Okay, that's it for the kale. So the juicer,
almost done mowing the lawn.
The juicer takes the, oh, you can't see. What's the point? Maybe on my black shirt you can see it. The juicer takes the fruit or vegetable, and there's a blade in there that spins as fast as the wind, the mighty wind, and the mesh is so tiny that only juice can go through, no pulp. Are you fighting it?
I need to get above it.
No whammies, no whammies,
my
no
hands,
whammies.
My arms are shaking.
Stop! Yeah, you might have to put a little bit. Oh, yeah.
My biceps are burning, and my triceps, and my lats, and my deltoids. That's all I can remember right now.
Are your quads?
Quads are not.
Okay.
Whoa. Wow.
Okay, maybe there you go. There you go, you're doing great. You're doing so good. You're doing so good.
This is because I'm in really good shape that my major muscle arm and back, what?
And see.
I'm going to just end that right there.
Yeah.
That was going to get embarrassing.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to apples, ginger root, and celery. So what
I'm
should
going to
we
switch it to high.
Woo! Please do so at this time, which is down. Whoa! Now, does it remind you of a scary animal in any way? The juicer. As it did me.
Cujo?
Cujo.
Well,
did you ever see it?
I sort of cheated because I saw that. No. What's funny is that I kept thinking it's Carrie. Aren't those two Stephen King things?
Yeah, those are both Stephen King.
They're different though, right?
Carrie's a human, Cujo's a dog. A rabid dog.
I've never seen either.
Oh, okay. Alright. So now she's going to put in 1.5 apples. The mean green calls for 2. I usually do 1. She's going to put in 1.5.
Oh my gosh, my hands are tiny. I have tiny hands.
Okay, and we're going to try and put them all in. Yeah, got it.
Whoa. Speaking of pressure.
Okay, great. There you go.
Whoa. Oh my gosh, apple juice is spraying all over me.
It is? Why?
I love
that. I got to figure that out. Okay, so there's a little grid that it has to stay in. Now this is where you push down, and all of a sudden it like shoots through. So you might want to just keep pressure on it. There you go.
Like so?
Just like that.
It's very startling. Like when you go to the optometrist and they puff the air into your eye.
Yes. Why do they do that?
To test the inline of the rotary girder.
With the emulsification of the epoxy
process.
Okay, give it a.
My bicep's still shaking.
Oh, good one. A lot of yield coming through. I know you can't see it, so I'm sorry about that, but
Oh, that was a good one.
we're working with what we have.
It is a very satisfying feeling.
I know.
Like popping a zip.
Oh, don't say it. I
It's
knew
not
you were
like
gonna
that,
say it.
but it is satisfying in that way. So I need to.
Yeah, you can. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
So the last thing is 4 stalks of celery, but you can put it all at once. Am I doing it or are you?
Oh, I was just
Taking it all in.
I was taken aback by the smell I was smelling.
Now here's the thing. We're almost at the top, so I might have to.
Careful.
Make a modification. There you go.
Juicing's fun. Oh my gosh, maybe I should start juicing just for this.
Have juicer will travel.
HJWT.
Okay, stop. So sorry. The only reason I'm having her stop is because it's about to overflow. So what I'm going to do is pour some of it out. And that's mostly, I'm guessing, because she put in 2 cucumbers.
I can see why you have
Yeah. Okay.
encountered the chow mein taste, because it smells chow mein-y.
Ah, good to know. Okay, ready? You can. Okay, so she just finished it. There's a little bit of celery. Keep going. Yeah. See how much more is coming out? Okay, red button. Awesome.
Well, I'm so thankful I haven't showered yet.
Yes. I'm so sorry that it sprayed on you the whole time. I need to figure it out.
Well, I'm a first timer. So
Was it coming from over here or more over here? Do you know?
I don't know that I can narrow that down. What I felt basically was a slight mist happening in both of these areas.
Okay, that's probably because I have not learned how to put the pulp catcher on properly, and the higher this goes, there's little holes in the top, and I think it sprays out. Okay, so, So stirring, all right, here's the deal. This is at the maximum ounce that this pitcher holds, which is about 35, and then I also poured this out. So I'm gonna guess, I'm gonna guess that that's 45 ounces. That's a lot. That's probably because I put in 2 cucumbers, or she did. So let's taste it. I know you're not gonna be tasting it, but.
No, I'm happy to smell it. Smells like fresh cut grass.
And chow mein?
No, I didn't smell chow mein in it.
Maybe my palate is making the chow mein flavor. I'm gonna ask you some questions after I taste this.
Okay. I also have some inquiries regarding juicing.
Not chow mein.
Is
Not chow mein.
cucumber?
No. Oh my goodness.
Fresh cut grass?
Yes, it tastes like fresh cut grass.
For real?
A little bit. Kind of, it's more towards if you were to just suck on an alfalfa hay blade. But it doesn't, but the lemon, I think, makes it, zingy.
Lemony alfalfa?
But it's not chow mein, and it's not bad. Once again, not bad. It tastes like Halloween night, how the air smells on Halloween night. I don't know.
Did you receive alfalfa as a child?
No, there was a lot of chocolate involved in Halloween, but
hay rides. That's what it is, hay rides.
Oh, except I grew up in
Not Iowa?
like cement. Yeah.
Oh, that was in Iowa.
You probably had more hay rides than I did, and by more I mean I had 0. So how many did you might have had?
Like 20
Okay.
or 5. I don't know. It's kind of all a blur.
Give or take.
Yeah.
The thing about it is too, I did grow up around horses and hay, but I didn't ride on the hay. It's different.
You don't cover the horses with hay first and then ride on them?
Oh, did we do that in Iowa? Oh.
No.
Oh,
I don't know. I've never been on a horse. I've never juiced, and I've never been. Well, I have juiced now, but I've never been on a
Yeah,
horse.
okay, let's talk about your juicing experience. Oh no, it's leaking.
Great segue.
Thank you.
I'm
a
sorry.
regular
I'm so
Oprah.
sorry for derailing us.
No, it's probably my fault.
The hay rides.
This. What are your inquiries about juicing? And they hopefully aren't the same inquiries that viewers have.
Maybe.
They might be.
Maybe. My main inquiry is...
Is this Stump the Host?
No, it's not intended to stump the host. It's intended to gain understanding from me. What is the difference between a juicer and a blender?
Oh.
Because can't you accomplish the same thing that you're doing here with as with a blender?
No, you
Or
cannot. That's
whatever
actually...
just happened grammatically, I don't know. I apologize. the camera just the nerves are
shy and quiet.
No.
Okay, so it's actually a good question. If you had a blender, or you had a blender, the universal you had a blender.
I don't have a blender.
And put all of this in a blender and blended it all, what would you get? Do you think? Imagine all the people too.
I always imagine all the people. That's weird you say that. You would get more. It would be juice, but you'd also have you'd have both of these things combined into one
liquid.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I'm kind of working this out too because I don't know the answer, but
Then couldn't you strain that liquid and take the juice away?
No, because I think no is the answer, and why is the mystery.
I think I might know that Mary Tamara might be following up about this.
Mary Tamara, could you send me a link on that?
I can hear her now. Well, I don't know. I've actually never heard your voice, but I've heard a lot about you.
But you do have a sweet voice and a great laugh.
So, I'm sure that I could also find out on the internet, but since you're the juicing expert in my life.
In your life, which tells you a lot about my juicing expertise.
Right.
No, I think because this extracts the juice from the vegetable and gets rid of what your body can't digest over here. I think the blender doesn't do that. I'm guessing that the blender blends everything at the same rate, and that I don't think you could strain it because I don't think it would come out as separately as these do. Does that make sense? Did that make sense to you?
I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Yeah, and I'm laying down, I think, a lot of Boulder Dash.
I thought you were going to say something else.
I wasn't.
Baloney?
Malarkey.
You almost said Malarkey?
Biloxi Blues.
Is that a song?
I think it might be a movie.
Okay.
That I didn't see.
You remember that I missed most of the 80s and 90s.
I'm remembering that now.
Okay. Your explanation generated another question for me.
Great. Another question I probably can't answer.
That's okay. I will probably believe whatever you tell me.
Okay.
You said that this section is the part that your body cannot digest. How does the machine know that my body cannot digest this?
Oh, great question. I don't know. That's a question for Breville.
Is there a number on the juicer?
I think that I don't know that it knows what it can and can't digest. I just think whatever can get through that mesh is going in.
I see.
Whatever can't go through that mesh is what goes in there. And I'm assuming that if it can't get the juice out of it, then it's rejected into the pulp.
You get out of here.
For you. Get out.
Okay.
Does that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that even close?
Does that sound believable?
Daniela or
Mary
Tamara or Megan, Ashley, all you people know way more than us.
Yes. Okay. So that's the extent of my questions right now.
Okay.
I forgot all the other ones.
Great. Well, let me ask you some questions. Now that you're done, how would you rate just the actual juicing experience, not even the drinking?
I just noticed her tongue is green. You can't see from there because she has a ring face, but...
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay, see, I wouldn't have done that on my own. I'm so glad you're here for so many reasons.
Well, I am too.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't remember your question.
The question was, how do you feel about juicing? Maybe more the mechanics of it.
Well, I didn't lose any limbs or hurt myself, which
Good point.
Has been a fear of mine. So I'm thankful for that. Also, it's very easy. I mean, it looks easy when you do it on your other episodes, and it is as easy as you say it is.
Yeah.
And fun and satisfying. Like some other activity I won't mention, which I got chided for earlier.
Okay.
Yes, very, very. I feel like I really accomplished something.
That's a really good point that I've never thought of before. It is. And I think when you drink it and get nutrients, it actually accentuates that same feeling.
Well, I was going to say, I think part of why I feel the satisfying I really accomplished, did something good today, was because I worked with vegetables and fruit. So I feel like, I think my mind is lying to itself and saying, oh, you just had a whole bunch of vegetables because you touched them.
Well, touching vegetables is the first step to health and nutrition.
Well,
That's a great point.
So
anyway,
it's a great process.
Is there any recommendation you would make for someone who wants to just even mechanically juice for someone else for the first time? What?
Okay. Wear rubber gloves that go up to your elbows.
GP.
No, not really. No, I don't really have any tips. Is that what I'm offering?
Sure.
I don't really have any tips.
Okay.
The tips I have are watch all the videos first before you start juicing.
Love having her on the show.
Because, and I'm ambivalent about juicing, but, you know, you could learn a great deal.
Didn't you leave a comment that if you were going to juice, you would want to watch all the videos?
Yeah, if I were going to become a juicer, even though I've watched all 12 videos,
Yeah, this will be 13.
I would go back and watch them again because I would actually need the information that was on them. Mostly when I watch them now, forgive me, I don't care a ton about the juicing part. I care more about the humor and your side comments. I mean, I care about you and juicing and all that.
Oh yeah, who wouldn't really?
That's great, but I mean that's adorable that you're doing it. But you know,
one thing I did want to point out that I just realized is that how Holly made a reference to the ring and how we tried like 15 different arrangements, and in every single one of them my face was like this, pretty washed out where you can't really see it. I'll try and lean in. But I also realized that this is video number 13.
oh my gosh.
So that's creepy. Anyway, I would love to thank you, and therefore I will thank you for joining us on our Have Juice Will Travel, or HJWT episode. And thanks for being a part of the very first ever field trip. Thank you for welcoming Holly. We love all your comments and observations about this
Thank you
episode.
for your warmth and warm welcome.
We can feel it through the laptop.
I can.
And we are, like I said in the last video, I'm coordinating a wedding this weekend, and Holly actually assists me in it. She's fantastic at it. And so we're going to need to get going now. But as always, I'd like to say,
Juice on!
Oh, the cursor doesn't work.
Oh, this just got really awkward. What do I do? Can they still see me?
Oh, they can totally see you and hear you. Elevator going down.
7 minutes.